Day 306, or November the 2nd. Don't fight battles you can't win. Our thoughts today come from Acts chapter 5, verses 38 and 39. Therefore, in the present case, I advise you, leave these men alone, let them go. For if their purpose or activity is of human origin, it will fail. But if it is from God, you will not be able to stop these men. You will only find yourselves fighting against God. Now the big picture surrounding these verses. The early church makes such an impact that the authorities find its leaders too hot to handle and throw them into prison. This was the first but not the last time such drastic steps would be taken by secular men who simply didn't know how to handle God's followers. We also have a breathtaking account of church discipline with Ananias and Sapphira, followed by the election of the first deacons in the church. And now today's action step. These words from the Jewish leader Gamaliel have a sure ring of truth about them. He was so right when he said that fighting against God is doomed to failure. Interestingly, in the Jewish Talmud, there is a character called Gamaliel who was teaching a student who displayed impudence in learning. Some scholars think the student was the Apostle Paul, who claims Gamaliel as a teacher in Acts chapter 22, verse 3. Gamaliel's advice was certainly pertinent for Paul. Stop arguing and obey. Having said that, most of us waste valuable time arguing with God in our lives when the way ahead is all too clear. I wrestled with God before leaving my secular job and entering the ministry. I think deep down I always knew he was right, but I was scared. I shouldn't have been, and thankfully God didn't discard me for this reticence to follow, and I am so grateful to him after over 30 years. So what are you arguing with God about today? Notice I didn't ask if you were arguing, but assumed, like me, there is always something that you think you have a better grasp of than God himself. Stop it. Fighting with God is an unequal contest, and ironically, when you give in, you win.